So when someone hurts you, when you feel like you have been wronged, does that give you the right to hurt that person in return? Apparently, or at least I think, it seems like to me that a lot of Americans think that that's okay because you've been wronged, and therefore that gives you the right to do wrong to others. I feel like we really don't have this concept of restricting ourselves and what I call a sense of pacifism, or the force of least resistance. So and this seems like to me that it's possibly related to how we treat strangers, for example. Yesterday I was at Santa Cruz, and we were surfing in the group with a lot of other people, and one of the guys came up to me and says, "Hey, you beginners, you go swim over there, okay?" He said it with this kind of condescending tone, and I immediately reacted to that. And I reacted to that by not saying anything because I didn't want to escalate this into a confrontation. And right after that, his group had crashed into another group of my friends. So he crashed into another friend of mine. And this time he was quite furious. So he picked up the board and started swearing at us and being very, very loud. And we were a little bit shocked. I think there was a lot of instinct within us to respond with equal amount of aggression. And I don't think that's the right way to approach things. In that situation, you definitely don't want to escalate that. So we went to the other side of the beach, which the waves weren't as good, so we were waiting a long time, but that's it is what it is. But it does seem like people aren't really taught to let things go, using layman's terms, to let things pass and not be so aggressive to respond to bad actions with bad reactions. I think that's really important, because if we keep on doing this to each other, then it's an endless cycle of harm that we're doing to each other, and that doesn't really foster the future that we want to see. And these kind of things tend to swing harder and harder, and eventually it becomes a bigger issue and leads to a lot of unnecessary conflicts. I don't think our leaders are doing a good job. I don't think the people I see are doing a good job. I don't think our friends are doing a good job, and sometimes I don't even do a good job. But I like to talk about this just so that I'm aware of this, and the people that listen to this are also aware of this. And it's important that we have the ability to manage ourselves and keep ourselves intact.